today. From Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, it's Week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports. The Atlanta Falcons taking on Taysom Hill and the Chicago Bears.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the Atlanta Falcons. Hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis. And, Charles, we take a look at this Falcons team as they interplay. It's been a great start to the season. Back-to-back wins to begin the campaign.
Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a lot of season to go. But they've come out playing good fundamental football, and that might carry them a long way.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Bears, they come in at an early crossroads here, facing a tough opponent on the road where a loss would make them 0-3.
And when you start that way, doubts really start to creep into a locker room, and guys start to battle each other instead of worrying about winning games.
So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. Leading them out, their quarterback in his 4th NFL season out of BYU, it's Taysom Hill.
And frankly, this is the type of game that a great quarterback relishes because 0-2 on the road, everything's against him and his team. No one can expect them to win. Sometimes you band together real tight in that situation, and if he plays really well, they've got a chance to get that done.
First carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. Yeah, he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On the ground, this is Kamara. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Alvin Kamara.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down. Not the desired outcome, but probably won't be the last time we see them take a shot downfield.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Hardman on the return. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. So here are the Falcons now as they get set for their opening possession. Leading them out, the man known as Danny Dimes, their 2nd-year quarterback from Duke, Daniel Jones.
And I think it's safe to say that, and I heard him say it in the post-game press conference, that was a team win last week because he didn't really play up to his normal standards, throwing 2 interceptions.
No touchdown.
Yeah, didn't offset it at all, but the team found a way to get it done.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. The numbers from McCaffrey last week. 13 carries, 76 yards.
He's the number 2 runner in the league, and you just know the offensive line wants to get him to number 1 because most of the good ball carriers, they take care of their linemen. Could be a gold watch in their future if he becomes the leading rusher.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Davis there on the coverage.
Here's McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they can pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
At their own 23-yard
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of the game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. And it's 3rd and 5.
It's 3rd down and 5 yards.
Out of the gun, Hill. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the rookie linebacker, Patrick Queen, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
1st and 10 at the 20.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking first down.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Throwing Jones. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First and goal at the 1. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 4th touchdown on the year. Falcons have taken the early lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Greg Ward on the return. The Bears take over 1st and 10. At their own 20.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
The numbers there, and that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl cornerback Denzel Ward. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Give all that credit defensively to Khalil Mack. A great stop in the backfield.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 8 yards on the run, and that cuts us down to a 3rd and about 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
7 yards on the play, and it'll move the chains.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Christian McCaffrey. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Falcons push further out in front. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need to rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
He completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Hill. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. The Bears on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Throwing again is Hill. He'll buy some time right. He may try and run for this. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
17 yards.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Oh, now it's free. Hill fumbled it, and the Falcons grab it. And this one will be brought back to the 22. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot, and that time he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get to the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 20.
From the 24, Jones at a slant, hauled in by Ruggs. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
He was brought down.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory.
That's good.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll run with McCaffrey. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
On the handoff. He's tackled.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life. Touchdown, Falcons. Christian McCaffrey on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. He's got the hat trick, 3 touchdowns now.
Did you throw yours? Did you throw yours out?
I didn't have mine. You got yours. You've got one of those Abe Lincoln hats.
Yeah, and that stovepipe is going right out there for a nose for the end zone. 3rd time today. I think he deserves a tip of the cap.
Bears nothing. Harrison Butker set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Falcons defense gearing up as they take the field. And a big reason they have the lead right now, as we see on the screen, their 3 turnovers.
And how about the emotion now that the defensive team is generating for the entire team? Creating the turnovers, what they call takeaways, and turning those into points for their team. That's why they have the lead, and that's got to be exciting for those guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. From the gun, here's Hill. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
Here's Hardman to return. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. He's toppled the century mark already receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground, too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this game, his success through the air has started to open things up for him on the ground because now he's loosened up the defense, right? They've got to play just about every snap as if another receiver can get downfield on them, and he's been that receiver. Now they bring him back to the backfield. I think his yardage running the ball.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here's Hill now after the interception. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Hill now to throw. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Hill to throw on 3rd and 1. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
1st down, Bears.
Now Hill looking to throw on 1st. And that one will fall incomplete.
Intended for
clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Throwing again. Hill. His throw incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number. Not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
A 43-yard attempt.
And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Flush to his right. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. The final shot before break. Jones. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. And welcome in everybody to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Time for a look around the NFL here in Week 3 of the new year. We'll start out west at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. And the Panthers are out in front as they play the second quarter. The veteran Drew Brees with a touchdown pass. From there, we'll make the trip down to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And at the half, they trail the visiting Jets in that ball game. Devontae Adams, a touchdown catch in that first half. Finally, let's get to the desert to check on the Cardinals at home in Glendale. And they trail the visiting Lions in that one. Sam Darnold has a couple of touchdown passes. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. Set to return. Here's Raheem Mostert. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
So here are the Falcons to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on first and 10. Starting the second half with a run by McCaffrey. And this will go for 5 up to the 33.
22, Christian.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
Brings up third down and 5.
Operating from the gun, Jones. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
That was just a good example of taking what the defense gave him. No one open downfield, knew where his safety valve was, swung it out to him. He gets upfield and picks up the first down. Well done all the way around.
And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And once again, he's going to be stopped up behind the line. Second straight play. Shades of the 85 Bear defense a little bit.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. From the gun, Jones. And trying to get it to Ruggs, but it's intercepted. It's the rookie from Cal, Ashton Davis. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
It's up and good, and the lead is down now at 11. It's 21-10. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. Mostert now to return. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. The third quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now? Those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Jones now from the gun on 3rd down. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
40-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
Operating from the gun. Jones got an open man. It's Ruggs. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
At the 44-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. McCaffrey. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jones. Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked off by the all-pro safety, Minka Fitzpatrick. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
By the Bears.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 46-yard line.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Hill, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Hill. Open man is Kirk, complete. Hill losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot. Great place to run some of your better.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. So that now back-to-back drive CD that have ended with an interception.
I don't know about you, but I'd call my quarterback over, put an arm around him and say, hey, take a look at the scoreboard. We're playing with a lead. Let's be smarter about what we're doing out there.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
6-yard pickup. brings up 2nd and 4 at the Falcons' 29-yard line.
On 2nd down, Kamara. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down.
21. Bears 10.
Operating from the gun. Hill. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching in Atlanta, our apologies. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
At the Bears 40
from the gun, it's McDonald. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
At the 39-yard line.
Out of the gun, McDonald. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. Touchdown, Falcons. Eric Ebron. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it solid because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounced back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
At the 20-yard line.
And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out.
Offense.
Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
On 2nd down, here's Hill. And this one caught by Max Williams.
Hill's pass.
Give him 7 on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the rookie linebacker, Patrick Queen. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation point, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1?
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
They'll run for it, McCaffrey. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Play action. It's McDonald. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down. Well, clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit him over the top.
7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And the Falcons score to cap it off.
Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24.
The Chicago offense set to get started. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 16 yards, a 1st down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
Alvin Kamara.
10 more there and another 1st down.
And the Bears.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
At the 46-yard line. It's a pickup of 3.
Hill throwing once more.
And 7.
That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Bears.
Let's go. 54.
To the air again. Hill. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
Rodrigo
DJ Moore, 38 yards. And the Bears cut into that lead.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
At their own 28-yard line.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. Here's McDonald off of the play fake. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Henry Ruggs with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Falcons push further out in front. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Extra point right down the middle, and they open the lead up now to 25. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
First and 10. At their own 21-yard line.
Now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. On 1st and 10, Hill. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts, as he'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Hill. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And now here is another interception. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
Today's final score.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
As an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Falcons, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for the Bears, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Indianapolis Colts. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.